Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to Elite Dangerous Horizons. In this video I'm going to try and land an Imperial cutter on a high gravity planet. And please accept my apologies for the creaks and groans throughout this video. My joystick was a little bit too close to the mic. So we're currently on a relatively low gravity planet. You can see on my heads up display down there on the bottom right of it that the gravity is 0.18 G, so about 18% of what we have on Earth here. So what we're going to do is fly up into orbit and then see what it's like to land on this planet with an Imperial cutter. As we approach the planet we should come into orbital cruise any moment now. You can see the planetary HUD has now come up, and as I drop past the OC marker that will bring us into orbital cruise. And there we go. My descent is a little bit too fast there, represented by the blocks at the bottom of the HUD, and I'm descending here at about 45 degrees. And you can see my downwards momentum there. My descent is only 1 bar, so not too bad. Now it's going into 2. And bear in mind this is quite a deep climb, a deep descent here at a 45 degree angle. And once we get to drop, we will drop out of the indicator markers DRP on the right side of my HUD. We will drop out of orbital cruise and go into glide mode. So the gravity here isn't pulling too hard on my ship, not too bad at all by any means. A little bit different to what we'd experience in one of the heavier ships, lighter ships rather. And you can see now how as we get closer to the planet, it really is pulling at me, how fast I'm actually dropping down. Not too much of a concern because I'm still in the glide, and as I come out of glide that should drop a little bit. So now let's look for an area to land in. About the ridge of this massive crater just up here, that looks like as good a place as any, doesn't it? I've put a few cuts here though because you've seen these type of descents many times before, and although this is in an Imperial cutter, a bit more of a weighty ship, the principle is generally the same, and you can see even through these clips that the effect on my ship is pretty negligible and it's quite easy to land. I want to save the bulk of the video for the high gravity section, and we'll get to that right now. So I'm going to attempt to be landing on Achenar 3, one of the largest and highest gravity planets so far found in Horizons. There might well be more of them out there, but for now this is what we've got. And as I've said, I'm going to be doing this in the Imperial Clipper, one of the largest ships in the game. Let's see how it goes. Now I'm going to cut out the orbital cruise part of this descent because they take a very long time, and they're largely the same from planet to planet, although on this higher G world I'm taking a much shallower and gentler approach through supercruise, or orbital cruise rather. And of course the glide there has pulled down our ship quite hard. Where should we head towards? There's a nice little mountain there. Well, that's still a very green area of sand. Now you can see how much the gravity is actually pulling down on my ship. Keep in mind that my descent is a lot shallower here than what it was previously. About half the descent. I was going about 45 degree descent previously, and I'm at 20 to 25 degrees here. And just as on the low gravity planet, I'm hoping that when I come out of the glide here, the gravity should actually release my hold on my ship a little bit. You can probably hear it creaking and grinding here. My ship really don't seem to like this very much at all, does it? Alright, let's put the nose up a little bit because otherwise I think I'm going to be in trouble. And get prepared to boost. I'm about to face plant into the ground. Oh dear. Yeah. And that was that. I guess we need to try it again then at a slower distance. So Achenar 3 is quite a way into this system. It's about 2,600 light seconds from the entry point and about 4,500 light seconds from the nearest starport. And it's a starport that I made my approach from, so each time I crash it takes quite a while to get back here again. At any rate, I've gone through orbital cruise again, done the glide, and now I'm coming in through the final part of the approach. But the problem is that gravity has taken hold of the ship very, very fast, and the only way to get out of it is to pitch up and try using the thrust. That does slow down the momentum a fair amount, but probably not quite enough. Thinking about it now, I probably should have made a much slower approach, reducing down on the throttle quite a bit, but I need to keep it forward now to try and drop down my descent as much as possible. But to do that, I've got to try and keep my nose up, and nearly at a 45-degree angle here, and even that might not be enough. But as soon as the velocity from the boost drops off, the ship starts to drop like a stone again. I'm really not convinced we're going to be able to make this one at all. What we really need are some visual aids here, some instruments to give us a bit of a better indication as to where the ground is. Although the heads-up display does seem to do quite a good job of it, we could do with something a little bit better. Then again, perhaps I shouldn't be trying to land on a high-gravity world with such a massive ship. And in actual fact, this could probably give a useful role to the smaller ships, which in many respects haven't got much of a purpose at the moment. At least they can perhaps get down onto planets like this one, where no one else or no other ships are going to be able to. I don't think we're going to be able to make this one either. Just putting out my landing gear to try and give us a bit of cushion to land on, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, and of course, now that's out, I can't boost. Oh, probably a bit too late. And there we go. I don't think we're going to get a cutter landed on this planet. I'm tempted to try again, because obviously the mistake I made there was deploying the landing gear a little bit too early, but it just seems there's no way to get a ship that heavy down there. How about then we try and get a lighter ship down there? Maybe that'll work. I'll stay quiet for this particular part of the video and let you enjoy it. And that's how to not land a Sidewinder on a high-gravity planet. But at least I made it down. Unfortunately though, I forgot to bring an SRV, so something I'll have to try another day. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time. This is Mercury, the closest planet to our sun, and one of the hottest. Clearly at this point in our future, we've overcome that problem, as we have large settlements there. This is Erlich City, the largest settlement on Mercury.